This is Harry Smith.
And I'm Paula Zahn. Tomorrow, Pete Rose talks with Greg Gumbel. Will he be reinstated in baseball?
Also, Valerie Bertinelli. Later this week, Jane Curtin and Julia Roberts on CBS This Morning.
Tonight, are New Hart's locals ready for Priests on Retreat?
We're all men of the cloth.
And I'm a woman of the sheets.
Now I know what hell is like.
A new New Hart. Then, even married marriage counselors don't know everything about each other.
How are your sexual relations?
Mom and Dad, what are you doing here?
And all new His and Hers tonight.
This is CBS.
This is me, Kent Gilliland, before a Nutrisystem. And this is me now. I lost 62 pounds and I feel fantastic. I think my biggest reward from losing all this weight is my health.
Find out why movie makers are turning away from graphic gore for their thrill making on the next Hard Copy. Tonight at 7 on 2.
Lisa, if anybody in New York has heard from her, if she's been in touch with anybody, please let me know right away. No, I talked to Hank. She hasn't been in touch with him. Yes, I do. I have a friend on the NYPD. His name is Jake Molino. He's checking the hotels. Right, thanks, Lisa. Lisa, she's going on a buying trip to New York tomorrow. She'll find out if anybody's heard from her.
Well, that's great, because she knows all of Barbara's friends in the fashion business.
Yeah. I just wish I could talk to her, Margot. I just wish that I could let her know how much I want to get through this damn thing.
I am so glad that Paul is staying at your house now.
Yeah, but you see, I don't want him disrupting his own life over this.
You know, look, you don't have any plans for tonight. Why don't you come by our house for dinner? We'll eat early and you get to spend some time with Adam, okay?
Thanks, but, you know, I don't want to impose on
Oh,
you.
stop it. Come on, Al. I want you to come. You know you always feel better when you spend time with your son.
Well, it certainly has been a long time since I've been out here like this.
Yes, far too long. You know, I forgot. Of course you would know Julie. She and Andy were friends for a while, weren't they?
Yes?
I can't tell you how surprised I was when those two children walked in here and told me they were married. And I don't know a thing about her. Well, did you get to know her? What's she like?
Well, shoot him. What do you want Doc to say? I mean, anybody can see that Julie's a wonderful, vivacious girl. She sure has made Caleb happy. I think if we're just patient and spend a little time with her, we'll all get to know her better.
Yeah, thanks, Cal. I mean, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Besides, I think I'm the wrong person to ask about Julie.
Well, why would you be the wrong person to ask about Julie?
Everybody, can I have your attention, please? Come on, people, listen up. I need your attention.
We are very honored to have the owner of WOAK, Mr. Tonio Reyes, with us today. He watched the rehearsal from the booth.
And he's going to be out here on the floor shortly to give us notes, all right? Thank you.
I had no idea he was watching the rehearsal. Olivia told me that he wasn't even going to be here today, or I never would have accepted this job.
Look, Julie, Tonio called the farm after you left. I figured he was going to pull something like this. That's why I really showed up, to make sure he wouldn't try anything.
I was hoping Tonio wouldn't show up, especially after what happened earlier.
Why, what happened earlier?
Oh, Kim came by with Andy and Paul. She was real upset. She didn't know we were taping and that life was taking over for her.
Did Andy see Julie?
Yeah, and Caleb. Kirk, I don't know how much Julie has told Caleb about her relationship with Duke Kramer or Andy.
Not to mention Tonio.
No, she didn't go out with Tonio. Tell me she...
No. Well, Lucinda just said it was, Lucinda said that they might have had something
Kirk,
going on,
please,
but...
tell me that's not true.
It's
You know
just
how
a
Caleb
rumor.
feels
You know
about
how
Tonio.
Lucinda
Rumor?
is.
Blythe, I think that was really terrific. You're so different from Kim that I don't think the audience will be jarred for a moment that you're replacing her.
Well, thank you. And I want to hear all your notes.
I do have a few notes, mainly for the models. If you'll excuse me. Hello, Julie.
the world turns.
Attenzione! Give your hamburger an Italian accent with new Chef Boyardee Hamburger Italiano. Delizioso dinners from Chef Boyardee you make with hamburger. See, pasta and Italian-style sauce simmered to bring out the Italian in me.
Bravo! New Chef Boyardee Hamburger Italiano gives hamburger an authentic Italian accent.
Lasagna, spaghetti, all your favorites. Mangia Chef Boyardee Hamburger Italiano.
First, there was Contact. Then there was 2 Sudafed. Today, there's Co-Advil. Co-Advil has what no other cold product has. The pain reliever in Advil plus a proven decongestant. A combination never available before in just 1 tablet. So when you have nasal congestion, sinus pressure, and aches, pains, sore throat, even fever, Co-Advil gives you relief without drowsiness. Read label before using. New Co-Advil. Advanced formula for cold and sinus relief.
For your wood to survive this treatment,
Coming!
give it the royal treatment with Old English Scratch Cover. It helps cover up scratches, scrapes, and nicks. Give your wood the royal treatment with Old English Scratch Cover.
409. Formula 409 spray cleaner puts greasy dirt on the run before you start to wipe.
409 puts grease on the run.
Caleb, I'm surprised to see you here.
Same here, Tony. I came to give my wife some moral support.
Well, I think Julie's very experienced at this point. But I do have a few notes for you, Julie, if we could speak privately.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes. Kim's on the line.
Ah. Well, I'll have to speak with you in a bit.
Honey, don't make any trouble, okay? What's he gonna do? The show's taping in 5 minutes. Just chill out, all right? Because I'm nervous enough as it is. Why don't you go over and talk to Kirk and Ellie?
All right, but if that sleaze gives you any trouble, I'll be right here.
Hello, Kim. I'm sorry for all the confusion.
I'm just amazed, Tonio, that you didn't get any of my messages.
Well, Kim, I haven't been at the office all day today. I'm working at the studio supervising the rehearsal.
Oh, and no one at the studio told you that I've been trying to find you?
Well, you have to understand, we're very busy here. We're trying to put this show on a very short notice without you.
Why don't we stop the polite banter and get down to reality? You and I both know you didn't need to bring Blythe in to replace me. Bob told you that I would be here in the studio in time for a 3 o'clock taping. And in fact, when I got there a little before 2:30, you had yet to start.
Well, look, Kim, I have a show to run. I was afraid that your plans might change once again. I know you're having problems with Andy. I couldn't take the risk. I hope you understand there was nothing personal in my decision.
I understand a lot more than you think. Tonio, I think it's time for you and me to have a very long talk.
Well, that's fine, but we won't be able to do it right now. We're just about to start taping, so I'll have to go. Goodbye.
What happened?
He hung up on me. I mean, first he gave me a lot of double talk, and then he hung up on me. Obviously, he wants Blythe to do this stupid show.
Why did you let him get away with it? I mean, you have a contract, you were at the studio. Why didn't you raise hell right then and there?
Well, I couldn't find him. Besides which, Andy was there, and I knew what he was going through, seeing Caleb and Julie together, and I just wanted to get him out of there. I suppose I should go tell John about what happened with Andy.
I'll go with you.
Oh, honey, I don't want to worry you with all this
But
stuff.
you are worrying me. You know, I'm worried about you and Andy. Why didn't you tell me you were having this disagreement with Tonio?
I tried to call you, and that's when Duke told me that you and Susan were out of the building. You never did tell me why.
I didn't want to go into it in front of Susan.
Why not?
It concerns her back injury.
Oh, I thought she recovered from that.
Well, so had I until yesterday, but there are complications, severe complications. That's why I was there at her place when you called this morning. She's taken herself off the duty roster, and she doesn't want John to know about the complications, so please don't say anything to him about it.
I don't know why she wants to keep it such a secret, but if that's what she wants, okay with me. I'll be right back.
Well, my wife has deserted me. Can I join you guys?
Oh, by all means. I'm going to get Casey a cup of coffee.
So how'd it go with Susan?
Well, she's going through withdrawal. It's not going to be easy. Oh, by the way, Dr. Matthews is going to stop by and talk to you since you spend so much time with Susan alone at the lab.
Here we go.
Oh, thanks.
Ready? Here we go. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I should have checked the temperature.
Yeah, just like the baby's
Sorry.
bottle.
Yeah, well, don't worry.
Damn it, Eli, it's bad enough. Don't treat me like a 2-year-old, will you? Take it easy. Tonio's not gonna pull anything
Look,
here.
I don't even like him talking to Julie.
The only reason he's talking to her is because of the show. Now, just
He's
chill.
just playing games with her. He does it all the time. He promised her a modeling gig, never delivered. She hates his guts. Look, I'm gonna go outside and cool off, okay?
I think that Lucinda's rumor may be true.
What do you mean? Tonio hits on every woman. It doesn't mean anything.
You know what's going to happen? Lucinda's going to come in here. The last thing we need, she's going to show up.
No. I saw her at Memorial. The only thing she's got on her mind is getting John back.
So you went to Memorial?
Mm-hmm.
Did you talk to Iva?
Mm-hmm. We had a nice talk.
I don't really understand why you're being so sensitive about this. I'm just trying to improve the show.
Oh, just save it. You know I'm better than those other models, so why don't you give them any notes?
Look, I don't think you should be quite so smug, Julie. Maybe Caleb thinks you're perfect, but he has a lot to learn about fashion and about you.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you? You and your twisted, sick mind games. Well, I don't have to take this crap from you. If you don't like it, I'm out of here.
Just cut it out, all right? I'm in control here. You walk out, and I'll tell Caleb about us right now.
If you ever say anything to him, I'll...
What? You'll what? I'm just waiting for the right moment. I just hope none of your other admirers beat me to the punch.
All right, let's tape this.
What was he saying?
Nothing. Just a bunch of bogus nonsense.
Yippee! We won! Mr. Keebler, look. It says Weedables beat Wheat Thins in taste test.
Really? I should have won.
Weedables are the greatest.
Elmer, please. Bragging is unbecoming an elf. Sure, we took whole wheat, added elfin seasonings for extra flavorful taste. And it's nice folks prefer the taste of Weedables over Wheat Thins. But where's your elfin modesty?
Sorry, sir. I got carried away.
2 to 1? Yahoo! Weedables are the greatest.
If your carpet isn't DuPont Stainmaster, you may have less protection from stains, less protection from wear. In short, you may have a lot less carpet than you bargained for. Instead of settling for less, get DuPont Certified Stainmaster. The advantages will grow on you. It's not a Stainmaster carpet if it doesn't say DuPont.
Everybody knows the pain reliever doctors recommend most for headaches is Tylenol. But that's not all. Tylenol is also recommended most by doctors for lower back pain, knee injury pain, contusion pain, postpartum pain, fever, general body aches and pain, and on and on. Tylenol, recommended the most by the people who know the most.
Dweezil Zappa, starring in Normal Life. Moon Zappa, starring in Normal Life, not your normal comedy. And Valerie Bertinelli's back in a glamorous new role.
Hi.
She's knocking the men off their feet.
I just kind of like sneak up on them and get them when their pants are down.
Dweezil Zappa, Normal Life. Valerie Bertinelli, Sydney, premieres Wednesday on CBS.
Stacy, you're her roommate. Didn't she tell you anything about running off or where she was headed?
No. I really thought she was going to see you. She said there was a family emergency, and she showed me the letter that you wrote to excuse her.
Yes, well, I didn't write that letter.
Stacy, how long have you been roommates with Courtney?
About 1.5 years.
Do you know of any friends that she has outside of the school that she might have gone to stay with?
Well, she was tight with Marianne Roberts. She graduated last year. She's at Northwestern now.
Do you have her address, Miss Loudon?
Well, I'll see.
Courtney stayed with Melissa Errico on Long Island over Christmas vacation.
Yeah, I know. I called the Ericos. They haven't heard of anything.
Well, that figures. The only reason Courtney was so tight with Melissa was because she was crazy over her brother, Mike. But they broke up before New Year's.
What did I tell you?
I have the Roberts home address.
Can I go now, Miss Loudon?
Detective Rayback, do you want to ask Stacy anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Stacy, you can go.
Yeah, if you remember anything else, or if Courtney should get in touch with you, please report her to Ms. Loudon. Or you can call me at the Natick Police Station immediately.
I will. I'm sure Courtney will turn up soon.
Mr. Baxter, I hope you understand the seriousness of this. Your sister Courtney knows the Hartley rules, and she deliberately violated them by leaving the school without permission. When she returns, she's going to be severely disciplined.
Okay, look, I just don't care about that now, Miss Loudon. I'm just afraid of what's happened to her, okay?
I understand your concern, Mr. Baxter. Now, you said your sister and yourself share an apartment in New York.
Yes, a friend of mine lives there now.
Have you contacted that friend?
Well, you just don't understand. It's the last place she'd go.
Mr. Baxter, I hope you realize the school is not going to be responsible for this. I have, on occasion, warned you about Courtney's conduct on several occasions in the past. She's an extremely willful young woman. I know. I've tried
Miss Loudon, that is the last thing that Sean needs to hear right now.
Come in. What is it, Stacy?
I just found a letter from Courtney in my mailbox.
Messy, then?
Sure, but it doesn't say much.
How's prison? Hope you're having a great St. Patty's with all the other inmates.
Where's this postmark?
That's New York. Wait, that's my old address. Gail's place.
I still can't believe that Caleb and Julie are married. I was shocked when I walked in and saw that wedding cake.
Well, all of us were shocked, and Mama doesn't know anything about Julie.
Well, I hope she's changed for Caleb's sake. You know, I know how difficult it was for you to see Kirk and Ellie together.
No, actually, I think it was good because it made me accept something. It made me realize that I have lost him forever,
or what?
I don't know what I was going to say, really.
Listen, I'd like to talk about the whole situation. Can you stay in town? We'll have dinner.
No, I can't. I have a session with Dr. Michaels tonight at 6:30.
I know that your therapy is tied in with my father and how I was conceived. I want to help, but I really don't know how.
Well, maybe there is a way you can help.
Well,
Really?
John's not in his office.
Hi, Cam.
So I've got to make rounds, but I'll be free after that.
Oh, no, I want to go over to the studio and deal with Tonio.
Would it help if I went with you?
Thanks, honey, but I think I should probably handle this by myself. I think I will wait, though, until they finish taping.
Oh, let's have a cup of coffee, and I should be back before you have to leave.
Okay, I do that. See you in a bit. Can I get either one of you something?
No, thank thanks.
you. No, thank you.
I'm sorry I lost it.
Honey, it's okay.
No, it's not. I had no right to snap at you like that. I just hate it when everybody stares.
Well, I understand.
You don't have to be so understanding. I had no right to treat you that way. So remind me of that next time, and maybe it won't happen.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Mama.
Hi.
Look, we're about to
Hey.
go over to your place, pick up Adam.
Okay, well, why don't you wait for me there? I'd like to plan Kate's birthday party with you. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah, great.
Oh, listen, I've decided to have the folks stay with us after all.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Mrs. Hughes, a call for you.
Oh, thank you. Well, I better get my husband back down to the lab.
That's okay. I can do it myself.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta get back to work.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Come here.
And I'd better go get some coffee. See ya.
I know it must be hard sharing Adam with Hal, huh?
Yeah, you told me in Greece that it wasn't gonna be easy.
You and Margot talk about it?
Okay, fine, thank you. Well, that was John. He's out at the Snyder farm.
Oh.
What's he doing out there?
Well, why is John at the farm? I guess he's talking to Mama.
Listen, he hates Julie. I've got to call there before he tells Emma and Caleb all about her.
call me a nut, but all I ever wanted was to get into a Fifth Avenue candy bar, to be part of those crunchy layers of peanut butter, to be smothered in Hershey's pure milk chocolate. Alas, I'm just a peanut, and they want peanut butter. To make a long story short, they don't want me. Never did. Never will.
Fifth Avenue, it's everything it's cracked up to be.
That's the story of my life.
It can be downright frustrating and difficult to get perfect orange juice. One with that pure, fresh squeezed taste, with no water added or taken away. But if you remember that no other major brand of juice comes closer to this, than this Tropicana Pure Premium, we think you'll find everything will just fall into place. Tropicana Pure Premium, also appearing in 96 ounces.
New Hillshire Farm Light Smoked Sausage and Polska Kielbasa.
It's got that same juicy taste.
It's missing 25% of the fat found in the other leading brand.
Same smoke flavor.
New Hillshire Farm Light with 25% less fat.
There's been a lot of talk recently about how sweeteners are made. Well, we'd like to take this opportunity to show you one of our factories. 100% pure natural sugar. A sweetener only nature could make.
You're the fan.
You're crazy, Dana. You know that?
It's over, Ray.
No! Get out of my way!
When an obsession gets out of control,
Don't push me, Ray.
Give me the gun, Dana. Stop it!
the consequences are deadly. This week on Guiding Light. Based on the true story, Common Ground, Sunday.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. My problem is that since Caleb has decided to postpone going to Waco to get in the oil business, I'm going to have to find another liaison between Montgomery and Associates up here. But Josh isn't going to do it. No. So there's no use asking him. I mean, well, hell, I don't know why he's not going to do it. He's just stubborn as his old man, that's why.
He always spend this much time on the telephone?
Well, since he's been here, you know, he's got so much
Yeah.
business to do. He's spending a lot of time up here.
Well, I think I know why he prefers Luther's
think so.
Corners to Texas, and I'm
Oh.
surprised the two of you aren't married by now.
Well, I'm thinking about it. So how are things between you and Lucinda?
Oh, you know, we try to make a little progress here, a little there. She's a hard woman to get along with. She wants everything her own way.
Oh, yes.
No.
And what about you? I don't suppose you want things your own way,
I
do you?
want everything my way.
You know, what did you mean earlier, John, when you said you'd be the wrong person to ask about Julie? I mean, did she and Andy have
Well, now, you do
some
the
kind
best
of
you can, all right?
falling out?
Thank you. I'm sorry that took so long. I was,
Okay.
you know, business.
That's all right. It gave Emma and myself a chance to catch up on things. Now, she tells me that you've bought a very nice farm down the road here a little
Yes,
ways.
sir. It's nice. Listen, you ought to come down and see it sometime.
I'd like to.
No, that's going to be Waco again. Excuse me.
Have another cookie.
Hello.
Cal, it's Lily. I've been trying to get you the past 15 minutes. The phone's been busy.
I'm sorry, honey. I've been on the phone with Waco. What can I do for you?
Listen, is John Dixon there? I want to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, he's sitting right here. Just a minute. Doc, Lily wants to talk to you. He's on his way.
Yeah, Lily.
I hope I haven't called too late. Listen, have you said anything to Emma or Caleb about Julie?
No, I haven't. Not that I haven't been tempted, but I made Andrew a promise that I wouldn't, and I'm not going to.
Oh, I'm very glad. John, please don't say anything. Caleb would be crushed.
Lily, I told you I made a promise to Andrew, but I'm damn glad she's not here.
Olivia, Blythe, that's terrific. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Hey, all right. Ellie, you can release the models, please.
Okay. Boy, am I glad that Julie left with Caleb. That's a good thing.
Smart idea. Why don't we follow suit?
Yeah, let's go. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Hi. Guess it's back to the office for us. It's been a big day for Simply Barbara.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Kirk. I'm
great.
glad you came today. But I realize my collection wasn't the big attraction.
I'd just like to thank the models quickly.
Great, I'll go with you. Oh, Ellie, I understand that you've checked out of Lakeview Towers. I hope it wasn't because of the service.
No.
Good. Excuse us.
That man is truly nauseating. Can we go, please?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to check my samples.
Oh, they're on the truck. You know, I'd love to invite you for a drink, but we got to take care of some things. So we'll see you later, okay?
Good job.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm so glad you were pleased with the show, and I really appreciate your giving me the opportunity.
Blythe, I have to tell you, I'm very impressed. I think we should talk about it. Hello, Kim. I didn't realize you were coming in.
I don't like it when somebody hangs up on me.
Kim, I can't tell you what a challenge it was trying to fill your shoes.
Blythe and I were just going to thank the models.
Well, why don't we let Blythe take care of that? I'm sure she could manage.
All right, Blythe, would you give the girls my compliments?
Yes. Would you mind holding these for a moment for me? Thank you.
Tonio, this underhanded gameplay.
Look, Kim, I told you, I have a show to run. I
Look,
had no choice.
Don't try to insult my intelligence. We both know you could have accommodated me. You just wanted Blythe to do the show, and you were looking for any excuse to make that possible. That is the reality.
I'm aware of your importance, WOAK, and
There's
to
just
patterns.
one thing that you need to be aware of right now, and that is if you ever try to pull something like this again, you're going to find yourself out of the control room and into the courtroom. Believe it.
Nobody home, just like I told you. Baby, you were sensational today.
Oh, I couldn't have got through it if you weren't there.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad Dr. Dixon's not here.
I told you, Mom and Cal would go over to Cal's place as soon as he left. Why are you so afraid of running into John?
I'm not afraid of him. I just don't like him. He's Andy's father, and he blames me for what happened between Andy and me.
You know, you never did actually tell me what went wrong between you and Andy.
Andy started drinking again. I just couldn't deal with it. I don't want to talk about that. It's my honeymoon.
Okay. What do you want to do, huh?
I think I'd like to go upstairs. Maybe relax a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe we could take a hot shower together.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. In here, Ma. I thought y'all were at Cal's.
Yeah, we were. We've just been showing off my farm to John Dixon.
We're here to celebrate a different way to eat Jell-O gelatin. With our bare hands. All we need, cookie cutters, this easy recipe, and we've got jigglers!
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle those jigglers. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle those jigglers.
The recipe's on the box. Jigglers, they're a handful of fun. Hey, put that back.
Excitement building here at ringside. That kid Duracell still looks fresh. The Bruiser looking mean and angry out for round 9. He's still dancing. The Bruiser going after him. Oh, what a fight. But look at the kid come back, pouring it on. In his corner, Bruiser's push. The kid has plenty left for the final round.
Today's Duracell battery keeps punching into the final rounds because it lasts up to 30% longer than the one from a few years back.
You never touched him. No contest, Kurt.
Duracell. You can't top the copper top.
What happens when we put Clorox bleach in soft scrub cleanser? Ooh, the label turns green. And stains come clean. Get soft scrub with the stain-fighting power of bleach.
Hello? Whoopsie daisy, don't worry. Brand new liquid Clorox 2.
New liquid Clorox 2 makes colors and whites prettier than ever.
Brand new liquid Clorox 2.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Lieutenant, this is very embarrassing.
In a frenzy for fitness, the Major is immobilized.
Aren't you gonna drink it?
I'm just enjoying the aroma.
Major Dad tonight. Time is running out for a 5-year-old boy lost in the freezing wilderness. Finding him is one thing, saving his life another. A special Rescue 911 Tuesday.
This is CBS.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and I read something that convinced me that BeechNut Stage's baby food is the best. Their labels. I became a beech nut mother because only Beech Nut Stages has unique quality ingredients like Chiquita bananas and Regal Imperial carrots. I wanted only the very best for our daughter, and no modified tapioca starch like you'll find in other leading brands. So give your baby Beech Nut Stages, the right food at the right stage. Compare labels yourself. There is a difference with Beech Nut Stages.
Mandy, we got Mandy, we got your number. Oh, Mandy, ow, we got your number.
What a dreary day. They could use a touch of spring. Like my new Spring Breeze scent White Cloud.
Oh, excuse me?
Wait, come back. I'm just one of the clouds that makes White Cloud.
You make house calls?
Only on special occasions like this. Smell my new Spring Breeze scent White Cloud.
Smells like spring.
Kinda gets you right here.
White Cloud, now in new Spring Breeze scent.
Triumphant, successful, A Chorus Line has been the longest-running show in Broadway history. Join us for an all-star salute next Geraldo. Today at 4.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Okay, Duke and Hal are helping Casey into the van, and Mama's ready to leave. Where's Kim?
Oh, she went to the studio.
Oh, you know, we're all going over to Mama's to help plan Kate's birthday party. You want to join us?
Thanks, but I'm looking forward to a quiet evening alone with my wife.
Okay, say no more, say no more. Bye-bye.
Okay, Henry.
Hi, Bob.
Have a seat.
Thanks. I just had a nice talk with Dr. Peretti about Susan. I didn't know he was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he contracted GBS about 1.5 years ago. He was on his way to becoming an excellent surgeon.
Well, we had a good talk about Susan. I told him what he can expect while she's in withdrawal. You know the symptoms: anxiety, nausea, sweating, dilated pupils. The symptoms should diminish in about 7 to 10 days. But if they disappear before that, it's probably a sign that she's using something. You know, addicts, they can be very resourceful, very clever.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, I'm waiting for Susan. We're going to have a meeting as soon as she finishes work.
Oh, good. Oh, hi. Hi. Dr. Henry Matthews. This is my wife, Kim Hughes.
Nice to meet you.
How do you do?
I'll see you later, Bob.
Okay. How'd it go?
We'll see.
Did you give them both barrels?
Just a warning shot. But I feel a whole lot better.
Good, good. Well, what do you say? We go home and have a quiet evening, just the two of us.
That sounds...
Oh, honey, I can't believe it. I'm so sorry. I can't do that. Tonight's the Al-Anon meeting, and John and I both have to go to that because of, you know, everything that happened in Chicago.
Congratulations, Caleb. You're a married man, huh?
Thanks. Good to see you out here. It's been a long time.
Well, I came out to see how your mother was handling all this excitement.
Well, I must say it was a very exciting surprise.
Well, Julie living up to her old ways, full of surprises.
Well, Caleb was the one here who was full of surprises. Swept me off my feet. And then when he proposed, well, I knew that this was the man I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
And then we flew to Vegas, said our vows. When it's right, why wait?
Well, you don't have to explain that to John Dixon. He and Lucinda surprised everyone the same way.
Hey, I didn't get a chance to ask you, how'd the TV show go?
Oh, she was sensational. I'm gonna send tapes to Meg and Seth and Holden and everybody. She was the best model in the whole place.
I bet you're just a little bit prejudiced.
No, I'm not.
I'm so sorry I had to skip out on lunch like that, but I'd like to help you with dinner.
Absolutely not. This is your honeymoon.
Oh, as a matter of fact, Emma and I were thinking about going off over to my place and have some supper and leave the two of you.
No, absolutely not. I want you to stay. I'm part of the family now.
Well, then there, it's settled. But why don't you go upstairs, take a nice little bath, relax, everything. You've been working very hard today, and I'll start some dinner. John, would you care to join us?
I'd like to, but Kim and I are going to a meeting tonight.
Oh, well, I hope Andy will be okay.
So do I.
You know, actually, we saw Andy at the studio today. It was real nice. He congratulated us, which meant a lot, because I know that he and Julie used to go out together.
Andy's a nice guy.
Well, listen, I am going to get supper ready.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
Okay.
Doc, it was a real pleasure to be able to show you the farm today.
Well, I'm glad I could see it, Cal. That's quite a piece of property you've got now.
All right.
So, what do you want to do? Go upstairs, take a bath?
Okay. Why don't we take a shower instead? Huh? What do you think? Tell you
Sounds
what,
good.
I'll get the rubber ducky.
Quack, quack.
Mm.
You go on ahead. I have to make a phone call. I'm just gonna call Lisa. It's no secret how you feel about me. I appreciate you not saying anything to the Snyders.
You know, I've always cared for this family out here, and Caleb seems like a pretty nice guy from what I can gather. Straightforward, trusting, like Andy. I promised Andrew I wouldn't say anything about it, and I won't.
Dr. Dixon, I give you my word.
Don't you
I'm
give
not...
me your word. I know what your word is worth. I won't open my mouth, but you behave yourself. You understand?
Julie, listen.
Congratulations, Caleb!
Thanks, Doc. What did he want?
Oh, he just wanted to congratulate me. Said he forgot earlier.
And you were so worried that he was going to give you a hard time.
I'm just waiting for the right moment. I hope none of your other admirers beat me to the punch.
A new makeup. Makeup a notch above transparent. A nuance of color that perfects your skin tones, never clouds your complexion. Announcing perfecting makeup. In a pump, so weightless, it's skin enhancement in its lightest form. Perfecting makeup, new from CoverGirl.
America's Look is CoverGirl.
One coat coverage. For Sears Best Easy Living Interior Paint, it's not just a claim, it's a guarantee. And it applies to all 900 beautiful decorated colors. So for an elegant finish the first time, paint with Sears Best Easy Living. And right now, we've reduced the price on this premium quality Easy Living satin to only $11.96. But hurry, sale ends April 1st.
No woman should be without it. Intimate confidence in a soft cloth towelette. Open for external feminine cleansing. Open for Massengill freshness. Trust soft cloth towelettes for Massengill confidence when a woman needs it.
You're going to be knocked over by Tartar Control Aquafresh. It reduces ugly tartar and more. It helps remove plaque and fights cavities with fluoride. With taste that knocks over the leading brand. For a great deal more, get Tartar Control Aquafresh.
Put your fingers on the seams like this. Go bang then. Here. Well, you take it like, and then you throw it and you spin it. See? That way it just sinks down like that. This guy. Okay, now forward. Oh, look at Paul.
You have to tell Margot how you feel.
Is it that obvious?
Did you talk to her?
It was my idea over in Greece. Let's bring Adam home as my son. Now I'm supposed to go up to her and say, oh, excuse me, I'm having trouble dealing with this.
Well, I know what you're saying, but you can't just hold it in.
Yeah.
Listen, no more advice. Would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Oh, there's a couple of boxes up in our old bedroom upstairs, and they're too heavy for Lila, so could you bring them down for me?
He's learning. Hi. He's reading a book. He sure is. He's faster than I am.
Well, we talked about being more honest about our feelings with each other.
Well, Mama, you know I'm all for that. I could see how things were at the hospital today.
Well, I think it was a good thing. I never really put myself in his place before, like today. I felt for the first time what he must be going through. People staring at him. And we also talked about the fact that he will not get any better, at least physically.
Well, I think that's important.
I don't think I can say this to anybody but you, but it's just so hard to accept that he's going to be like this every day. I just love him so much. If If I didn't, it would be so much easier. I shouldn't be talking like this right now, okay?
Oh, Tom, hey, hang on to this guy. Tom, you got something? Hey, I'll be right back. Yeah. Listen, I know that Margot didn't run this dinner invitation by you. If it's a problem, just say so, okay?
Well, Hal, if it's a problem that we all have to deal with. You're Adam's father. You have a right to spend time with him.
Listen, Paul said something to me that I just can't shake. He said he hoped when Adam eventually learns the truth that it won't be the jolt for Adam that it was for him when Barbara finally told him what James was all about.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I think that we all need to talk, make sure we're doing what's best for Adam.
Hi.
Hi, Dad.
Kim went to an Al-Anon meeting with John. I hope the invitation's still open.
Take your coat off. I'm running an errand for Casey.
Thanks.
Hi, glad you could come
Margot.
over.
Thanks. After I put Christopher to bed, I started feeling a little lonely, and Joyce was going to stay anyway.
Oh, can I get you a glass of wine?
Yeah,
Come on in.
thanks. Hi, everybody.
Is that Doctor?
Hey, hi.
What's all that?
Oh, that's just some stuff I had Marilyn pack away when I went east last year. It's textbooks, medical equipment.
Well, what do you want it down here for?
Well, I've got no use for it anymore, so I thought I'd give it to Duke. You know, he's been a big help to me, and it'll save him some money.
No, I think that's a good idea, Casey.
Honey, those are your surgical instruments. Your parents gave you those for graduation. I mean, Duke hasn't even gotten into med school yet.
No, but he will someday. And I'm not going to use them anymore. This is what we've been talking about. I want to give them away. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Just give them to Duke.
In a recent test, women who use X-Lax chocolated laxative tried something new from Phenamint, and most of them preferred it. What they tried is the first laxative that blends rich chocolate flavor with real natural mint. Chocolate with mint in a formula that works gently overnight. Introducing Phenamint chocolated mint laxative. Gentle overnight relief plus the cool, refreshing taste of chocolate mint. Now you can be in mint condition. Phenamint.
Nothing eliminates odors and freshens carpets like Carpet Fresh Rug and Room Deodorizer. And now Carpet Fresh comes in potpourri with Valex for tough pet odors and potpourri to freshen the room. Carpet Fresh, now in potpourri.
Today, discover antiperspirant protection that glides on. It's crystal clear Arid Glide On. Not a crumbly stick, not a drippy roll-on. It's clear Arid Glide On. And now new Arid Double X Glide On helps keep you extra, extra dry.
There are very few guarantees in medicine. But if you have arthritis pain like I do, you should know about Mediprin and the Mediprin guarantee. If 2 Mediprin don't relieve minor arthritis pain better than 2 regular aspirin, you get your money back. Strong promise, strong medicine. The medicine that concentrates the power of ibuprofen into these potent little caplets. The medicine that guarantees better relief than regular aspirin. Better arthritis pain relief. That's the Mediprin guarantee.
People call up and they say, my drain is clogged.
Real plumbers on new professional strength liquid plumber.
Get a big ball here. If you saw it on the sidewalk, you'd walk away from it.
The best liquid drain opener.
It's not real good for us that it works, but it does work.
So strong it powers through standing water and clears away tough hair clogs.
Because something like a clogged drain really isn't that big of a job, but I gotta charge him for coming out there. I'll be more than happy to come on out.
New professional strength liquid plumber. Get the strength of the pro.
Well, we'll be landing at LaGuardia soon.
Thank you for coming with me.
Sure. Just wish there was something more I could do. I cannot believe that Gail hung up on you knowing how concerned you are for Courtney.
Oh, that's because you don't know the way her mind works. She hung up on me, so I would have to come to New York so she could get her claws into me again.
Yeah, Sean, you know, I've been thinking about that. If Gail is as difficult as you say she is, do you really think it's such a good idea I come with you to the apartment? I mean, maybe it's just going to make matters worse.
I need you there. I do not want to be alone in the room with that woman, and I don't understand why Courtney would want to be. She hates her guts.
Courtney is very scared right now, I'm sure. Look, she knows that you're mad at her because she's left school. I mean, I'm sure she doesn't want to go back and face Miss Loudon.
Yeah, would you? Oh, it looks like Courtney's going to be expelled.
Hey, let's not think about that till we found her, okay?
Thank you.
For what?
For giving me the window seat.
No, I'm really glad we could settle this before you went to New York, Lisa. No. You're a tough negotiator. But, see, when I want something, nothing gets in my way. All right, you won't regret this, I promise. All right. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Regret what?
I am not yet ready to spring my surprise on you.
I'm not too big on secrets.
No, you're not, huh? Well, this is a nice secret. That's the only one we've got between us.
So you talked to Iva at Memorial?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what'd you talk about?
Well, we talked about Caleb's party. Talked about being honest.
What'd she say about that?
Well, she said that she thought she'd been too honest when we were together, when she was trying to turn me into a better Kirk. She also said that she didn't think you'd make the same mistake.
I don't know what she meant by that. I mean, there's a lot of things about you that I don't understand, like why you left Lenore and the children, but I think you probably had a good reason. And, I think you're a good man. I think you're different.
Well, that's the point. You think I'm different? Iva doesn't. And she also could never accept the things that make me successful. She thought I was too ruthless. She thought I was too ambitious. I think you accept me for what I am. And you know what? There's not one thing that I want to change about you. Not one thing.
I'm glad you suggested including Lily in the session. It may be a very difficult session for both of you, and I would like each of you to schedule a private appointment with me when we're done. It's very important to examine every emotional aspect of the rape and its aftermath, because all of that is responsible for the problems that Iva is still dealing with.
Well, I want to help Iva in any way that I can.
I know. And I think that your being here may help her come to terms with the feelings she had during her pregnancy when she was alone and making decisions that would affect both of you. Iva, do you remember what you felt when you first discovered you were pregnant?
Well, I remember feeling scared, and of course, as always, I felt it was, all my fault. And, I couldn't go home. So I had no one to talk to. I had no one to help me out. And that's when I heard about that home in Chicago where I agreed to give up the baby and that they would take care of me.
And after your baby was born, how did you feel then?
I only got to hold her for a little while, so it's hard to remember all these things. I didn't want to give her up. I didn't want to, but even for a while, I thought maybe I could take care of her myself. But I gave her up. Iva, I know that you didn't have a choice. I've never blamed you for that. Well, I don't know why not. I mean, I certainly blame myself.
But, I do remember, though, holding you for, you know, just that little while. It erased everything that I had been feeling.
What were you feeling?
Oh, I told you I was scared.
But what were you feeling about the baby you were carrying?
I loved it. I loved it.
That's remarkable, considering the circumstances. What were you really feeling, Iva?
It's all right. Just say how you feel. Well, I remember thinking of the baby, not as a person, but as a problem. As a terrible problem.
Did you connect the baby to what Josh had done to you?
Well, of course I did. I mean, I wasn't stupid. I knew that Josh was the father, and I hated him for what he'd done to me.
And did you transfer those feelings towards the baby you were carrying? To Josh's baby? Stop thinking, Iva. Stop thinking. How did you feel? How did you feel? Stop thinking.
I resented it. I prayed that I wasn't pregnant. And I hated it. I just hated it. God, Lily, not you. I mean, not you. I'm sorry.
There's a great new taste you can't put down. Conn's corn dogs, they just hit town. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Conn's hot dogs and cornbread, heat and eat. It's a meal on a stick that can't be beat. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs. Get them at your store in the hot dog section. Conn's corn dogs are pure perfection. Hey, Mom, we want Conn's corn dogs. Corn dogs.
Go gears, go gears, go up and down.
At Play School, we know even the littlest kids want to see what makes things go. That's why we made Go-Go Gears. There are cars, trucks, planes, and more, all with their own driver.
Go gears, let you see the fun go round.
Play School Go-Go Gears vehicles are lots more fun because kids see everything moving inside.
I can see how it works.
Go-Go Gears are easy to work. Kids just pop in the driver and off they go.
Go gears, go gears, see them go.
Good Sense trash bags have an extra strong bottom so you can jerk them around. These bags don't. But maybe at their prices, you're being jerked around. Get Good Sense or get jerked around.
Ever have hands this dry?
Sometimes when I go like this to my husband, he goes like, ooh.
Ever try Eversoft?
I didn't know it was a lotion that you put on, and after you wash your hands, it still stays on.
Jergens Eversoft for dry skin relief that lasts.
Sensational.
Nice building. I'm surprised there's no doorman.
Doormen are expensive. This is it?
Yeah. Okay. Remember, your sister may be inside. Don't you have a key?
Should work unless she's changed the locks. Look, I really don't want to use this unless I have to. Now listen, I've tried to prepare you for this. I really don't know what this woman's gonna do.
Sean, I'm not scared of her, okay?
No. I am.
Who is it?
It's Sean, Gail. Open the door.
What do you want?
You know, I would not have had to come here if you didn't
Who's
hang
she? Hi, I'm Franny. I'm... Damn you!
Gail, hold on.
No!
Wait, open the damn door, Gail!
No! Get out!
Hi. I thought you were going to wait outside the office. I want to talk about what happened.
Iva, it's all right. I could see how painful it was to relive those awful memories. Iva, I could never be that brave.
Well, I'm not that brave.
Really. Listen, why don't I get you a cup of tea?
Great. Sounds good.
Iva, I know it's not easy to face emotions that have been buried for so long, but it has to be done if you're going to be free of them.
I know, Dr. Michaels, but I've been having other feelings. Not about the past, about now.
What sort of feelings?
Well, I saw Kirk today, and it was very hard for me because I still love him. I just don't feel I have any right to let him know that because I still can't trust a man. I'm just so mixed up.
Excuse me, I don't mean to intrude, but can I help?
Caleb, please stay out of the oven. It's never going to get finished.
Mama, it's done. Oh, Emma, don't worry. Boy's just hungry. Caleb, why don't you run upstairs and see what's keeping Julie? Oh, she's just resting. She'll be down in a minute.
Don't you give me your word. I know what it's worth. I'll keep my mouth shut, and you behave yourself. Understand?
Hi, Andy. It's Julie.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. What a day, huh? I'm sorry about it.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. We really have to stop being so sorry for everything, you know. Well, I'm going to take a shower.
Okay. Hey, leave her down here. Leave her down here, would you? I can watch her.
Okay.
Don't cry. Be with me, baby.
I'll be right down.
Katie. Katie, guess what? I can't believe it. You're going to be a year old and you're crying. Are you so upset because you're getting old? Oh, Kate. Kate, your grandma and grandpa are coming? All the people who love you? Hey, 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 no, 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 no. No, don't get away from there. Kate, no. No, Kate, Lila? Katie, don't. No, Katie, come here. Come to Daddy now. Lila!
Hey, come on in. For a meal with real cheese appeal, it's Tuna Helper Cheesy Noodle. Now, with twice the real cheddar cheese in the sauce, it'll turn your tuna into a delicious meal with real cheese appeal. Our cheddar has never been better.
Tuna Helper helped her
Twice the cheese cheesy noodle.
make a great meal.
Here at the corner of Albany and Constitution on Contra...
You need a V8.
One delicious glass of V8 juice provides a serving of vegetables, which is an important part of a balanced diet.
Drink your V8, will you, Frank?
Drink V8. Keep your diet straight.
Uncle Charlie hasn't thought about his dentures all day, because he thought about Orifix this morning.
Orifix 'em. That'll fix 'em.
Orifix has extra hold to hold dentures tight day and night. Orifix 'em. That'll fix 'em.
Making life a little sweeter. Making life a little sweeter. Mars. Making life a little sweeter. Sit right back and stay a while. Making dreams a little truer. Life a little
This is it. CBS Soap Central. This is where I keep track of what's coming up and what's going down on the young and the restless, the bold and the beautiful, as the world turns and guiding light. But here's the best news of all. Now you can give Soap Central a call. 1-900-773-SOAP. Find out what happened today or get the scoop of the week. You'll even have your chance to speak. 1-900-773-SOAP. Hello, CBS.
Stay tuned for Guiding Light, next on most of these CBS stations. Furs by Christie Brothers. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.